Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn something very important in PHP, the switch case. If you are confused between many conditions and tired of writing too many if-else statements, then switch is your best friend. In this video, I will explain it step by step with simple examples so you can understand it easily and use it in your own projects. So let's get started. Switch case statement. It is an alternative to a else if statement. Means we can check the multiple conditions using the cases. It tests a variable against a series of values until it finds the match and then executes the code corresponding to that match. I will tell you the example so you can understand it better. Then only I will explain this. Now I will go to the Sublime text. And here I will give the basic HTML structure. Here you can see the head HTML, after that head section, and body, next the end of body, in the body I will create a PHP code. Here I will declare one variable as $color and I will give the value as red. Next I will use the switch. Here I will pass that variable as $color. Next, inside the switch I will give the case in double quotes, that is red. Next, if the case is equals to red, then it has to print the color is red. And after that we have to use the break. And similarly, here I will give another case as blue. Here we have to, after the case we have to use the colons. Next the echo statement, that the color is equals to or color is blue. Next we have to use a break to break that case. Next another case as green, and here I will give the echo statement that the color is. Next the break statement, and at last if none of the case is true, then we have to this code will execute its default case. Here I will give the echo statement as color not present. Now save the code inside the XAMPP htdocs. Here you can see I have opened the D folder, and inside the XAMPP htdocs and Janvi I will give the name as switch.php. Now save it. Here you can see the code. Now go to the any browser, and here I will give the path as localhost, as we are using the XAMPP. Before that we have to start the XAMPP, means Apache. Here it has to be in green color. Next Here I will give the path as localhost, our folder name Janvi. Next, after that, our PHP file name, that is switch and .php. Here you can see our output is, the color is gray. Sorry, the color is red. Now here I will change some statement inside the variable, that I will give the color as aqua. Now save it. Now again refresh it. Here you can see the color not present. As I told, if the color means none of the case is true, then our default case will execute. Now I will explain you the theory part. Here you can see it is an alternative to if else. Means using the switch case we can check the multiple conditions. Next, once the PHP finds the case statements that evaluates to true, it executes not only the code corresponding to that case statement, but also the code for all the subsequent case statements. However, we can add a break statement to end of the each case block. Here you can see in our code, we use the break to come out of this case. Next, each case block to tell the PHP to break out of switch case statement block once it executes the code corresponding to first true case. Next, the default case. This specifies the default set of actions PHP should take if none of the other cases evaluates to true. If none of the case is true, then the default case will execute. This default case is very useful as a catch-all handler for the unenforced situation. Here you can see this is our syntax for switch case. The switch keyword, and inside the parenthesis we can pass the expression, means the variable or any number or any character to check the multiple cases. Next, after the case we can specify the value. If that is true, then the corresponding code will execute, and to come out of the loop, means the come out of the case, we can use the break statement, and default if none of the case is true. Here you can see the another example on switch case. The $num, it holds the value of 20 when we pass the variable to switch case. It executes, it checks the all cases, and it will execute the case is equals to 20, and it will print the number is equals to 20. Now again we will think about the switch case. A switch case in PHP is a control structure that lets you test a variable against the multiple values and run the different code depending on which value it matches. Instead of writing a long code using the if else, you can use the switch to make your code shorter, cleaner, and easier to read. The basic idea that you have one value like a number or any word variable. You check it against the different options, means the cases. When it matches a case, you run the code for that specific case. If no cases matches, then the default code will run. This is the basic information that you have to keep in mind. I hope you understand how the switch case works in PHP. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching.